Revenue Growth Academy class, Expand Selling, Understand the Cloud Buyer. Expand selling requires us to respect the impact of digital transformation on existing customers. Extending a product or service category through digital enablement, shifting the value proposition from owning things to on-demand access, and creating new customer experiences. Consider the new economics at play and how we can benefit and profit from it. New consumption economics. It's based on this idea of usage and the drive and propensity to buy more and yield higher and higher levels of satisfaction, resulting in loyalty and continuous purchases. It's a new purchasing life cycle, the journey you take with each of your customers. The Technology Services Industry Association demonstrates this purchase life cycle as an accumulation over time through continuous touches, respecting the new world in which we live, that budgets are spent over time, not upfront as in traditional purchase models. Each dot here represents an upsell or cross-sell potential sale. As we strongly recommend that you apply these kind of approaches, the ideas of new consumption economics, as you are engaging with your customers. If you understand this concept and put it into practice, a customer engagement approach that respects the revenue as it trickles in over time, then as customers consume and increase their productivity, the opportunities to better estimate the customer's monetary worth will increase. It's proven by partners who are bringing in big profits from cloud and have tooled their business for rapid growth. As long as you keep your rate of churn low and you're maintaining new acquiring of customers, the recurring revenue model can be highly lucrative. And look here on the right side, your differentiation is based on the unique cloud and managed services that you add to support that more predictable revenue and gross profit. The definition of value shifts with cloud programs. We know that customer budgets are redirected to cloud increasingly, and a majority prefer to adopt cloud through a single provider. And that customers need service to complement the cloud and ongoing support and business consulting. And that we need to be demonstrating empathy, the ability to place ourselves in the shoes of our customers. There's this evolution of cloud adoption expressed on the right side here. Respondents to an IDC survey acknowledged that not interested in cloud is an ever-decreasing population. Evaluating deploying is advancing rapidly. IDC survey indicating that the embrace of the cloud is at a rate of 59.3% out of 1,000 customer respondents. You and your peers' intelligence around the cloud is certainly maturing. One of the attractions of the cloud is the ability to simply sign up for a service without having to involve IT. Well, for many businesses, these ad hoc and opportunity-led purchases have been cloud entry points. The challenge is that they may become islands or silos of technology. And there may be rogue entries of solutions that we don't want to see entering our customers' environments. So what we're showing here is a self-reported current cloud expansion maturity level among those with expected maturity within a 2-year time. Look here at the right side. The aspiration of customers to mature their productivity to be at an optimized level. The surveys reveal that only 9% of organizations put themselves in that position today, yet 45% expect to reach that level within a couple of years. Bottom line is, there's certainly huge customer appetite to leverage productivity in the cloud. And over the last 5 years, IDC research has repeatedly shown that those cloud partners are earning the lion's share of revenue from these expansions. In last year, a study of 750 IT solution providers showed the same, that those partners growing their next logical purchases through the cloud for their customers are far outpacing their less mature peers. Well, let's start to imagine how we prepare for this cloud revenue growth. More than ever, customers expect more from you. They want you to be an insider. And to be an insider, you have to position value. Here's what customers think of you, their technology partner. You know what they say? They say, you are not a strategic partner to my business just because you think you are. You are a vendor selling us technology. And until you can tell me exactly what business value you bring to my business, that's all you'll be, is just a vendor. Now, here at Microsoft, we hear this very often when we talk to customers about their relationships with their partners. So together, we need to elevate our conversations with business decision makers to win digital transformation. Elevating these conversations really means taking a new approach to telling our story and the business value, outcomes, and impacts. It really starts with identifying and getting in front of the right people, the senior people, those that will make the decisions on investing in Microsoft solutions and with you. We need to be able to inspire those business decision makers in ways that put them at the center of their own story, where they can see themselves leveraging Microsoft capabilities so that they can engage their own customers and empower their own employees and optimize their operations, transforming their own businesses. Here are a couple of the key questions that we hear consistently from customers these days. In data-intensive environments, businesses are highly sensitive to security and cloud performance. These are the key drivers to address with expand selling, according to analyst firm AMI and other Microsoft partners that we talk to. Therefore, we should be prepared to handle security-related customer conversations within the context of not only the products that the customers need, but most specifically to how the customers are experiencing data security issues or breaches. You know, these breaches are more and more real, and the cost of these breaches can be crushing. The damage from downtime, credibility and reputation, permanent loss of data, it's massive. So take advantage of the opportunity to engage on this subject in a big way. Make the most of digital transformation, that movement to modern, by advancing from emerging to migrating to transformed positions. With cloud solutions that address customers' needs, vertical interests, security, hybrid requirements, and ensuring a roadmap for ongoing success. We shape the change together. So here's some prescriptive guidance from Microsoft to help you succeed. To become a trusted advisor to your customers, we need to think and act differently. Everything that we do, we have to start with the customer in mind. Move beyond just thinking about our customers and start thinking like them. Driving business value. Elevate that business owner conversation with clear business value and outcomes. Align to visionary solutions that make what we're expressing very tangible and understood. And then leveraging repeatable solutions, moving from selling licenses to repeatable solutions that drive business outcomes. Now we're going to talk a little bit about some of our partnership imperatives. Let's start to pivot around these imperatives and look at ourselves as, how do we become most relevant? We have to be relevant with our customers. Customers may forget all of the good things that we're doing when we see everything is operating like clockwork. Well, make sure that you're keeping them informed of the services that you're giving to them. Spend time with your customers to understand where they could derive the value from the solutions. Take every opportunity to listen to your customers talk about their day-to-day business activities. What are their pain points from business process perspective? You're going to learn a lot through this idea of continuous engagement. So bring best practices to the table based on your depth of knowledge of the solutions. Build the depth of knowledge of the solutions in the context of the customer. Additionally, build your expertise in markets where you're able to be proactively focused on those benefits. Revenue growth imperative assessments. Profile your customer's licensing and deployment position. When was the last purchase or transaction activity with Microsoft? What was the last Office purchase? What version of Office are they licensed for? What version of Office is actually deployed? And most importantly, what are the features of Office that are actually used? You can do this with all the different solutions you've sold. And then, are there any existing CAL agreements? When do they renew? Is there any cloud already present? Are there competitive offerings that you can detect? And what other products does the customer actually use? Let's talk about competition. Our competition really leads with business solutions and are targeting Office renewals and non-annuity accounts among many, many other threats. Our competition is also evolving aggressively, and new competitors are showing up with strong offerings across different productivity capabilities. Reread this deck, which will be made available to you. Read this compete checklist. Be ready for any competitive threat to your investment in each of your existing customers. It could mean the livelihood of your business. And then create a positive business outcomes by knowing the challenges of the various target audiences within each of your customers. What story are you going to tell each of these different groups? Build your universe of influence among them and show each about the modern productivity scenarios that you can provide for them. Each of these are small businesses, mid-sized businesses, and your message should modulate based on the target roles of the people you're talking to. And now let's talk about adoption and driving usage. If we sell to customers with a strong use scenarios, the use case will already be well understood and a drive for compelling reasons to implement quickly. And in order to drive cost savings and business outcomes faster. Driving usage not only secures existing revenue, it also prevents churn and minimizes those competitive threats. It creates opportunities for future growth and extension of the business, all while, very importantly, adding value for the customer. To drive sales and usage, there are at least two approval audiences that you need to speak with. One is the ability, the folks that approve the original purchase. And second is that group that is now accountable for driving deployment and usage. We generally sell to the former, the people we originally sold to, and not to the latter. When deploying the solutions and the workloads, we need to reinforce reselling it right to the evolving stakeholders so there's an assurance of how to drive continuous usage. All right, consider using customer success metrics in your own business, your practice. Track recurring revenue over time and monitor the average revenue per user. Look at churn rates by solution. These are important KPIs for managing the health of your business. The My Insights dashboard gives you an opportunity to look at the health of that business through a dashboard provided from Microsoft. Value discovery workshops help you sell it right through the business value discussions focused on prioritized customer scenarios and the key capabilities needed to achieve them. Additionally, prepare for expanded selling with the Customer Immersion Experience Program. If you don't already know, it's the most powerful sales and marketing tool in the U.S. Nothing is proven to drive velocity in the pipeline, increase usage, and show value to customers like a CIE does. And these are available for you. It's not just a generic demo with features talking about the product. Instead, it's an experience, a hands-on test drive where the customer and you kicks the tires together to experience the contextual play of the solutions. So prepare to re-engage with each of your customers. If you sell to the business with strong scenarios and use cases that they understand and drive compelling reasons to implement quickly in order to drive savings and cost savings faster, the outcomes will yield strong loyalty for you and your customer. Bottom line is, cloud partners that re-engage with strategic approaches to expand selling, of course, are more profitable, grow faster, and have more recurring revenue. We want you to be the best at what you do and thrive as a most profitable business. Here's some resources for you.